Hiya, welcome back to my channel. Hiya, welcome back to my channel. You know what? Hey y'all. I was filming all day yesterday. I'm filming today. My throat has had it. So my name is Rose. I primarily talk about locks. I also occasionally talk about beauty and motherhood. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, thank you for joining. I hope you enjoy the content I have for you. If you do, please click subscribe and the little bell in the corner so you get notifications when I upload. If you're an existing subscriber, hey y'all! Thank you for coming back. I thank you for all the lovely comments since I've returned to YouTube. I think it's been 5-6 weeks, but it's been so lovely. You guys made me feel so loved, so thank you. Before we get started on this video, I want to address the elephant sitting on the planet, which is, you know, not to make light of it, but it's just, you know, it's a really scary time for us all. It's unprecedented times. You know, people of our generation, our age group, we've never lived through anything like this before. It's really scary. Like, I'm a mum, you know, I've got my family, and everyone doesn't really know what is the right thing to do. I mean, hold on, let's correct that, because, you know, we have got the WHO guidelines, we've got, you know, your own country's government guidelines on what to do, how to stay safe. But in terms of that feeling of no control is scary AF. And so, you know, I don't want to ignore it and just be talking about hey, and people are out here worrying if, you know, if I've been laid off work and they're not paying me, how the hell am I going to pay my bills? So I know it's scary, it's a time of uncertainty. We have to just try and get through it. I can't even say everything's going to be all right, because we have no idea what this world's going to look like in 3-6 months time. Like, I don't even know what this country's going to look like in next week. So yeah, I just want to address it. I just want to send some encouragement, some love your way. My way of serving, right, is to bring you guys some content, because all of us are going to be strapped up in our houses and Netflix and chill is going to be really real. So my way of serving you guys is bringing you some content, some light-hearted entertainment to take your mind off the bit that we're dealing with right now. And so yeah, I just want to send you guys some love, some encouragement, some positivity. And yeah, I didn't want to just jump straight into the video like nothing is happening when there is a whole lot happening. Like, you know, I mean, personally, I am asthmatic. I've been asthmatic since I was about 7, and so I'm one of the high risk people that they're talking about when they say, you know, the vulnerable ones, with people with respiratory and cardiovascular disease. Yeah, I'm one of them. So yeah, for me, it's been really scary. I had to talk to my boss before the whole kind of the country stopped, you know, everyone worked from home. I went to my boss, I said, listen, I can't die for y'all, I need to work from home. So I already know what it's like to be stuck and cooped up, and it's a lot, but we move, we power through, we do what we can. Please follow the guidelines of your local authorities, your country's governments, the WHO guidelines, not just to keep you and your family safe, but for all of us to keep each other safe, okay? So, this video you guys have been asking for a while. I think since you guys saw me like dye my hair back to red at Christmas time. So here it is. This video is all about my hair color. As always, Justin Notebook. So if I'm looking down, y'all, you guys already know the drill. So right, I want to make sure I cover everything. I did previously record a video about my hair color. I think that was like in 2017, possibly 2016. I don't know, but this is the updated version, okay? Right, so yeah, had colored locks since 2016. Prior to that, I'd never really messed with color. I mean, when I was living at home with my parents when I was a lot younger, I used to put, you guys remember like the midnight blue black hair rinses? Yes, I used to put those in because, you know, technically my mum couldn't see them, and the only way you'd actually see that it was blue black was when you shined, like, you know, basically your car headlights, the high beam. If you shone it, then it looked a little bit bluish. But yeah, that's the only thing I'd ever really messed with previously. And then when I went natural, I would use henna rinses primarily for strengthening, but, you know, proper henna like makes your hair reddish, and my hair would become like this kind of really faded, like dirty brown, looking like I'd just taken out braids that I'd worn for 6 months and not washed my hair. So I used to put the henna in and give it kind of like somehow a cinnamony tinge, but again, never really messed with colour, definitely not bleach. So that started in 2016. I got married in April 2016, and I was like, I really wanted to dye my hair before that, but I was like, I don't want to look back on my wedding pictures and then be like, so let's leave it black. Let's leave it black for now. So yeah, had my hair red from 2016 until, I mean, the last time I dyed it was like 2 months before I gave birth. And then life decided that I didn't have time for it. And red is high maintenance. You just have to accept that's what it is. Red is high maintenance. So I dyed it black, and I had it black until Christmas. So that was from beginning 2018 till, Christmas 2019. So it was about just over a year. And at the time I felt like being black was better because it's less high maintenance. I was jealous of all the like gorgeous lock queens with their long black juicy locks, and I was like, I want that too, I'm gonna dye mine black. But black was boring for me, and red matches my personality better. So here we are, we're back to red. Right, so now before I go into further detail about how I colour my hair, I want to put this out there right now. I want to get this one out of the way. Listen to me, yeah? I don't want no more DMs. I don't want no more emails. I damn sure don't want no more comments from all of you, holistic people, right? And I'm rolling my eyes because I'm not saying holistic is bad, but holistic ones that tell me, oh, if you go and take some elements of silver and aloe vera juice, and then you rub it with some pink Himalayan salt from the 1800s, and then you sit underneath the sun for 32 minutes and 33 seconds, then your hair will naturally get the hell out of my mentions. Get out of my mentions. If you want your hair to lighten and your hair is black, you gonna have to bleach that shit. So I accept it now. I already told you guys in my 5-year lock update. I accept it now or forever hold your confusion. I don't want any more. I don't want to hear it. Because if you are so convinced, that pink Himalayan salt and sunshine is gonna lighten your hair for you from black to blonde, all right? You know what you can do?
Show us a tutorial since you know what the f you doing.
Therefore, I don't want to hear it. I don't hear it ever again. Unless someone, a certified, beautician, hairstylist, cosmetologist, turns around and says, we have found a new revolutionary natural way for you to line your hair. I don't want to hear it. I want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Now that's out the way. You guys want to know how I got this red. So, right, I did. In all honesty, I really tried to film myself while I was bleaching my hair over Christmas, because when I dyed it black, it was permanent black dye, so I knew I was gonna have to, do some heavy lifting in terms of lifting the black out and then putting this red in. So I really tried, but it was a hot mess. I hadn't filmed anything for like over a year, let alone a damn tutorial. So I really tried. And I'm pretty sure I still have the footage on my computer. I tried to film the content, but it was a hot mess. So if there are clips that I can insert while I'm talking you through this process, I will. If not, just know I am saving your eyeballs, okay? So what I did was, normally, in terms of lifting the colour, the first thing I had to do was to lift the colour, lift the black out. The permanent black dye, and then my own, virgin black dye, black colour in my hair. I had to lift that out so I can put a lighter colour in, the red. Normally in the past, I had used Garnier's pre-lightening kit, which can lift like 8 levels. And bear in mind, I have never ever tried to lighten my hair to get it to be a really, really light yellow. Because if you know about bleaching your hair doesn't go from black to actual like kind of toned ashy platinum silver blonde. And because I'm dyeing my hair red, I don't need it to go all the way up there. I just need it to kind of get to pumpkin orange, right? So I'd always use the pre-lightener from Garnier, stick a picture in here, to lighten my hair. This time, I believe I used xoxo, and I used 3 packs because, girl's got some length now. So, and I needed to do the whole thing. This was not just a root touch up, it was all of it. So I used that, I mixed it up. I mixed it one at a time because, if you leave it in the bottle, that little bottle can go and explode. So I mixed it one at a time. I split my hair into 2 parts, did the right side first, left side second. And what they recommend in the instructions is to do everything but kind of the last inch, maybe inch and a half of your hair. And then after 20 minutes, then do that because your roots process way faster. Now, the problem I had was, so I did the left side, all that hair. Then I did the right side, all that hair. Then I came into the roots, all that hair. And then the other side of the roots, all that hair. So by the time I'd finished this, This was ready to wash out, and I was like, oh, what am I going to do? So what I had to do in the end was I had to put like a bag and hold it, right, and rinse out this side, sit for another 20 minutes, and then rinse out that side. So that is how I solved that dilemma, and that's why I'm trying to explain to you guys that the video was a hot mess, because and then I missed a whole patch right back here in the root section. When I was doing the roots, I missed a whole patch here close to where my undercut is, and don't worry, I've recorded a video of my undercut for you guys, so that'll come out soon. I missed the whole patch here. So now after I've washed my hair's wet, which they say you shouldn't wash your hair before you dye it. And I had to take the bleach that I had left and pop it in that patch right there on the roots, wait for another 25 minutes, and then rinse that out again. It was, in all the times I've dyed my hair, that was the trickiest, because I'd gotten used to the fact that I just touched up my roots. That was it. 25 minutes and I'm done. But this was a mess. So yeah, I did that, washed it out. Then I used, that's the most frequently asked question, what color do you use? It is Adore Wild Cherry. That's what I have been using for the last, since I've re-bleached my hair this time, it's always been Adore Wild Cherry. Prior to that, like when my hair was red before, I used to use Red Crimson. Is it Red Crimson? I think, or it's just called Crimson, that color. Adore, they've got a whole host of colors, and I always order mine on eBay because I mean, now I live somewhere where I could go to a black hair shop, but it's just easier for me to order online because no one's following me around the shop when I go to the to Amazon or eBay. No one follows me around on my desktop browser. So yeah, I use Adore, but I think I'm gonna switch. So this month, what I do is whenever I'm retype my hair, I refresh the color. Oh, excuse me. I am going to use, I'm gonna mix my Wild Cherry, because usually if I'm refreshing a color, I use about half a bottle. So I'm gonna mix the half a bottle I've got left with Raspberry Twist, which is a bit more pinkish. So it'd be like from a like true red to like a pinkish red, like a fuchsia. So not completely fuchsia, but just when you look at it and you describe it as a pinky red, that's what I'm trying to go for now. But anyway, so yes, I applied the Adore rinse dye. It's a semi-permanent dye, and if you put it straight on black, it's not going to do anything. You do need to lighten your hair first. Again, I'm not going to go through the reasons why, but you know. So put that on. I got a carrier bag, put that on, tied it up, and then I sat under the dryer. The dryer I have, you probably would have seen if you've watched any of my tutorials, but the dryer is a handheld dryer, and it's like the Bonnet one that you stick on your head and then attach to the dryer, because I don't have a standing one. So yeah, I sat under that for 20 minutes so the colour could take, came out of it, let it cool. You don't want to just go and rinse it out while it's hot because all your cuticles are off and everything. So I let it cool, and then I washed my hair. So when I do it, I shampoo my hair afterwards. So I put the bleach in, I rinsed really, really, really well. You need to rinse your hair really well. I'm sorry, this video feels like it's a bit all over the place, excuse me. But you need to rinse your hair really, 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 really well, because and also make sure you don't squeeze the bleach in. You just want to apply it. If you squeeze it in, good luck getting that bleach out, and it will still be processing for hours, days, weeks later, and you wonder why 3 months down the line your hair just all pops off randomly. Then I rinse really, really well for a good 10 minutes. Rinse, 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 rinse. Applied the dye, sat under the dryer for 20 minutes, let it cool, and then I washed my hair. So proper shampoo that I would normally use, my Head and Shoulders 2-in-1, and then I applied my Nizzoro to my scalp, left it in for 5 minutes, rinsed it out. That's how I did my colour. As I said before, red is super high maintenance. It's the colour that I believe is the colour that fades the fastest, and it really does fade. Whenever you go to wash your hair, with most rinse dyes, they tell you rinse until the water is clear. That's never going to happen with red hair. It can happen with black, because I've used black rinse dyes, but it ain't never, ever, ever gonna happen with red. Your shampoo will always be pink, and your bathtub will look like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Oh my god. Yeah, so a tip for you guys, right, because I used to get really annoyed that my grout would always be pink, in between the bathroom tiles, the grout. What I learned was that you could just use toilet bleach. I just have a separate one in the bathroom for the bathtub, and I would just pour it neat on all the grout lines, leave it for about half an hour, and then it'll bleach back to white again. So I solved that problem. But yeah, whenever I'd refresh my hair colour, the wash before my retightening, that is the easiest way to keep on top of it going orangey, because obviously underneath it, or if you was to strip all the dye, my hair is pumpkin orange. So when I wash my hair, which is every 2 weeks, every 2 weeks roughly, it goes from this to like a pumpkin orange colour slowly over time. It'll go to like cinnamon and then just pumpkin orange. So the easiest way to combat that is just to refresh the colour every 5 weeks. I probably could do it sooner because then there's sweating from the gym and all that kind of thing, but every 5 weeks is the routine that I've stayed with. Even if I haven't stuck to my retightening routine, sticking to my colour refresh routine, that one I have to, because I don't like what it looks like when it goes orangey, if that makes sense. Maybe that's why I'm leading towards pink, I don't know. Yeah, just to keep from staining, because that happens when you use semi-permanent hair colours, is I use like, I've got like a 3-step system for wrapping my hair at night. Hold on, I'm gonna grab it and show you. So I've got this scarf, which I think I've also showed you this before, which I use to lay down my edges, the few edges I have. It's quite a wide scarf if I hold it up like that, but I fold it over, I fold it lengthways twice, so it becomes like this wide, and then that goes there. Then I put my Locs sock on top. So this is my Locs sock, and all of this I pick up from eBay, to be honest. Yes, this is my Locs sock. It's closed at the end because, you know, I don't want to get lint and stuff on the ends. So I put my Locs sock on top, and then as an extra barrier of protection, yes, I've got my satin hair bonnet. So inside is fully lined with blue satin, and this was custom made by a company called Mimz and Tribe. I'll link them below. I don't know if they still do bonnets, because I think they now do, and have for maybe a year, children's clothing, but you can check if they still do bonnets. Maybe they still do, but their main thing is kids clothing now. So yeah, this was custom made because the ones they had was for like loose, either relaxed or natural people, and I have a lot of hair, so I was like, those sizes ain't gonna fit for me. So we custom made this one, and that goes on top of everything. So you can imagine how sexalicious I look when I go to bed, right? So yes, that's what I wear. And the reason I do that, apart from like trying to, you know, keep my edges laid and staying away from lint and all that, is because you can have a tendency with rinse dyes for their colour to transfer onto your sheets. Reason being, obviously we sweat from our heads, and for me, I sweat a lot from my head when I'm sleeping. So the bits that would be like, you know, close to my roots, those parts that would touch the pillow, then I would get transferring of the red colour, and it wouldn't look red, everything would look pink onto my pillows. I've lost one too many bed sets to pink dye. So yeah, I do that to keep the lint and all that, keep my hair neat, but I also do it to keep my hair colour from transferring. So yeah, that is, it sounds long-winded, but that's the reality of the situation. So yeah, and until the next video, I will see you very soon. Please guys, look after yourselves, stay safe, stay well, hug your loved ones, and yeah, please subscribe over here. I hope it's on this side and not this side, and I look stupid, but you know, subscribe, other content for you, and yeah, I will see you guys soon. Bye.